In the early 1900s, birth control was illegal. There were approximately 6 million pregnancies in the U.S. during 1994. There were 3.9 million children born and 1.4 million elective abortions performed. Half of the pregnancies were unwanted. Though many of us, if not all of us, partake in sexual intercourse and also partake in using birth control, whether it's in the form of contraception, using pills, or practicing abstinence as well. Birth control comes in many forms and is used every day by individuals all over the world. Nowadays, women can choose from numerous birth controls, such as pills, rings, patches. Yet, despite all these options, the rates of unplanned pregnancies remain high. Almost all the pregnancies in the U.S., some 3.1 million a year, are unintended, according to the most recent government survey from 2001. One out of every 2 Americans ages 15 to 44 has at least one unplanned pregnancy in their lifetime. Among unmarried women in their 20s, 7 out of 10 pregnancies are unplanned. You should use birth control if you are sexually active. In order to live a healthy sex life, one must take the initiative to practice safe sex and protect both their partners and themselves. This could lead to a disease-free lifestyle, as well as a safe lifestyle from the unwanted tragedies that many unfortunate individuals are faced with through not protecting themselves. Many unwanted scenarios take place when one-night stands turn into a lifetime of mistakes. Taking birth control can protect you from unwanted pregnancy. Little thought is put into possibilities of what could occur if birth control never existed. 48% of unwanted pregnancies involve contraceptive failures. 52% of the cases, couples use no birth control at all, whether it's due to cost factors they just could not afford it. Due to cost factors they did not want to use, or they did not want to use contraception at all. Though most birth control, when used, helps prevent unwanted pregnancy, as a general statistic, the Allen Guttmacher Institute of New York estimates that up to 49% of the pregnancies in the U.S. are unplanned. Teenagers have a high risk of unplanned pregnancies in the U.S. In the U.S., 82% of the teenage pregnancies are unplanned. The numbers rose significantly in 2007 and reaching the highest number within the last 15 years. Though protecting oneself through using birth control, you're taking it one step closer to being in perfect health and are fully understanding the phrase, perfect health in mind, body, and soul. Birth control allows an individual to control their body and sexuality. Taking birth control helps regulate the menstrual cycle, it clears up your acne, and as well as regulates the cramping that women get. Protecting individuals it also helps protect individuals from conjuring STIs. An STI is a sexually transmitted disease, or sexually transmitted infection. I apologize. The surest way to avoid transmission of sexually transmitted diseases is to abstain from sexual contact or to be in a long-term monogamous relationship with your partner, who has been, of course, tested and also knows that he or she is not infected. Avoiding STIs enables you to control your body and sexuality is something that we must attempt to enforce as a society. As a whole, we can single-handedly push that 49th percentile of unwanted pregnancies down to that 20th percentile of unwanted pregnancies. Let us take a stand and promote birth control. Depending on the type of birth control taken, it can prevent STIs. Latex condoms, when used consistently and correctly, are highly effective in preventing transmission of HIV, which is a virus which conducts AIDS. Laboratory studies have demonstrated that latex condoms provide an essentially impermeable barrier to particles that conjure STIs such as HIV and AIDS, gonorrhea, chlamydia, and so forth, etc. We can avoid the consequences that STIs can bring about when birth control of any kind is used. Untreated gonorrhea or chlamydia can cause pelvic inflammatory disease, or PID, in women, which can lead to infertility or chronic pain. Some STDs, if untreated in men, can lead to infertility or narrowing of the urethra. STDs also can have severe social and economic consequences, especially towards women in developing countries, in which that they will be infertile and sterile, and it also can lead to violence, abandonment, and divorce. Birth control can assist in the containment of the spread of disease and should be practiced by everyone who decides to participate in sexual activities. Today we have come together to educate someone who may not know about birth control through stating why birth control can protect you against unwanted pregnancies, other factors involving with having sexual intercourse, and preventing STIs. You should use birth control if you are a sexually active person. The information is out there about how to protect yourself from conjuring any diseases through the use of several birth controls out there today. One night of pleasure is not worth a lifetime of despair. Let's be safe and protect ourselves.